It's also a takeaway from Hakuo, and Hakuo, a quick lock in on the Karma, which in my opinion is a better matchup in that 2v2 because you can for it.
One hit, looking for the silence, maybe the Rupture first. They want to get that flash out of him before they place the Rupture down. He gets hit up, and he's gonna get taken down. First blood to Meteos.
Perfect gank there from Meteos. The time.
Gonna be very excited to see how he's able to pull that off.
Meteos gonna push for it. He will.
Oh, misses flash from that.
Oh,
they're gonna keep on the fight, binding straight through the uprights is there.
Being able to even shred down and ult this Cho'Gath is actually incredibly strong.
Nice,
You're
damn.
feeling so much.
Oh, they're going in.
They're trying to retaliate. They said, well, we're kind of forced into this one. Ranger shot coming through. And it's going to be the hit from Lyra to take him down. Flash in. Thought Apollo was in risk of dying.
Wait, right here, speaking of dying, Cody-san.
Not looking good. He figured he was in a safe spot. False hope. Clutch Gaming come up with another kill. Setting things up that will
Polo has his ulti.
Yeah, he has the arrow.
We're looking for who they need.
They're waiting for Black Shield.
Oh, it's down.
Oh, he broke it.
Nicely done. Oh, they get him pinched against the wall. They put himself right up against the slot. Was not able to get out.
Though he has everything up.
Come through. Ragnarok there, ready to use one undertow to take down Hakuo. His eyes on Apollo.
Ooh,
he matches
the
the
amount of things that are super strong with Black Shield. Yes, there is the Ashe ultimate, but there's
wow.
Afro didn't use it, so
He used it early.
oh wow.
He used it, and it went down to about 190-ish, and the Dark Binding took it. Top side. But someday, he's going to need one more here. Oh, one more.
And that's actually a really big deal. I mean, someday just straight up in this one
It hits onto the turret very nicely with no pressure coming from Hakuo. They do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They're able to take down mid, and they have gone 1, 2, 3 across the outer ring of turrets in a few minutes for the side of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, they had none of those turrets, but then someday breaks open two, and the rest of the team's able to get that mid one. Clutch will get one back, and then that mid turret is actually still very low. But right now, Meteos, they're doing the Drake there. That's the second one there for 100 Thieves. This turret might just go down after the backs just came through.
Yeah, it's looking like it definitely is going to go down there for Clutch. This game is just so...
Coming after you. That's an all-hover. Shockwave return. Quick cleanse coming from Ryu.
Here's
the
grip.
double hit. The Black Shield keeping him free from the stun. Solo doesn't match it. Unleashed Power does not take down Cody's either. Someday comes in, chomps down onto Apollo, and the mission has begun. They are onto Solo, one of the tanky members. Lyra can't even help him. Looking for one more pillar to pop.
So we'll see here. Lyra has the flash, but
Scion ulti.
oh boy, here comes Solo.
Lyra's looking.
Secured.
Whoa.
Right up Main Street. Can Solo do good on the other side? 3-man shockwave coming in from Ryu. And Clutch Gaming needs to reconsider the entire fight. They lose.
Solo deal a devastating amount of damage to Clutch on this push.
There are no more dematerializers in primary with 2 tanks, sometimes 3, but Aframu is always there, holding his hand, making sure that he's okay. And then he's got his buddies back there.
Giving him the Black Shield when he needs it. Minions on their way in. Like you said, Zyrene, Dematerializer is gone for Solo. And they're going to have to deal with these minions, mainly Apollo, getting his volleys out to shred them as they come in. The trap line is being set ever so slowly as 100 Thieves looking to make another hit as the line comes in.
And if they want to empower Cody-san, this is the point where taking down this turret, it's an inevitability.
Yeah.
You Black Shield him, you give him the Orianna shield, he walks up with the trap line with full confidence that he can't be caught here, and then he gets to deal that damage. A lot of times, frontline AD carry sounds like a bad thing. Here, they take that risk, and you see the shields on him. Gets the inhibitor.
And if Clutch isn't going to fight at the turret, they're not really able to over there to
They
stun
all have over 1,000 gold.
Yeah, and that's 10 stacks now on the Cho'Gath.
If it's in at the right time, he could be unstoppable. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. They don't at least give them the chance. I'm sure Lyra wants every bit of it.
An attempt there.
Oh. One
down.
binding, follow-up. Could chomp him if they see the damage is right. He's going to get the hit. Oh, the heal comes through. Keeps himself alive. Very nicely done. They're going to be able to turn this fight, but there's Gargoyle on, and this is when Lyra wants back in. He gets the subjugate on, but can they get in the fight continuously? Someday, with all the spell shield, heals the hits. Turns it around once more. Febvin trying to deliver the damage as Ryu.
Result, they're able to survive and burst down Meteos, and they could be the ones looking to pressure here.
Did they go for broke? Was it too much? The turn
Cody-san
around,
on the side.
trying to get the silence. Cody-san looking for the hits, hitting the front line, not the back line. He sees Febvin, but he wants to get Solo. That's where the follow-up damage is from 100 Thieves, and they want to cancel him out. A pillar stops him. Something. Cody-san is trying to use him as a damn shield, and it's working. Hakuo falls. The double kill for Cody-san as he's shining bright. Someday in the base, the first Nexus turret. He says, where are you going? Nowhere. He's going to see Lyra coming at him right now as Fevivin tries to get to the minions to clear. Ryu is right behind Someday as he has already healed back up to full, and they could be looking for more.
But the inhibitor respawn here. Lyra's just giving him the runaround, trying to buy some time.
Yeah! Whoa! One more! Got him! Jeez!
Afro's styling on him, just hits the S key.
Secured. You don't even know the Thief trickery right now. It's just too good for Clutch. And 100 Thieves start to solidify that game one victory. Final touches on the KDAs. The Nexus will fall in game 1 to 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves with a really clean game. And no, it's not just the championship white jerseys they have on today.
Tide commercial? What a game, back and forth. Pretty, actually even to start.
One where it's like, I feel like the Trundle plus Cho'Gath may have been better bans in the second phase here for Clutch Gaming, because the Cho'Gath gave them a lot of problems, not in lane, but
like, boom. Probably actually just finish it, but they're going to come over regardless.
Yeah, making sure that he can't get hit. On the way out, he's so easy to be taken down. Plus, you're right, the smite needs a bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
Really pushing the limit, though.
I mean, that's a 3.
He left him out to dry.
Oh, no. Predator's on him. Gets the Chain of Corruption out. He has a spellbook, so he's the cleanse on for right now. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Gray health to come in. It is followed up with a lot more damage on the backside from 100 Thieves, and they solidify the first 2 kills of the games to Meteos and Ryu.
And Lyra tries to come in to help, but he was flashless after that was forced out around the mid lane because of this Dragon Bait, because they're there on spawn, and they are now going to be rewarded with an Infernal here. 100 Thieves, a couple kills, a couple dragons, and a fantastic first from Lyra. Kind of reduce on the
There it is.
Oh, he pulls it. Oh, it's the backwards pull. Is he even going to do it? They get the stun and then the pull, not getting the consecutive.
Straight across the mid lane. And now, there's a blast cone there too.
Lyra's? No, he's back with
Afromu?
the team.
Cody is
Afro.
low.
Oh,
I don't
last
know.
glacial Fisher from Afromu.
Cody
He
can't
said,
help.
we are going
they
in.
want this.
They pull Afromu, and he puts himself right in the frying pan as everybody
I
turns.
mean, they've been doing a really good job timing, and here comes Meteos with the Predator popped.
Oh, he locks it early. Can he actually get away from the last blow hit? No, he gets taken down that time. The glacial Fisher's going to alley-oop
Cool
that
play,
one.
though.
Played the best he could in that situation to get out. So yeah, absolutely. Get Sunday's flash as well.
It's all about the coolness of the play this round, not the after.
Yeah,
not the cost.
Yeah, but let's talk about the after effects here. They
A
get
little
the top
bit.
turret, solo gold onto Someday, and then they get the third.
Oh, and Apollo have to play it so carefully that they're likely just going to lose the turret.
Yeah.
100 Thieves so ready to take
nice
a
ult.
fight. Items abound in their inventories. 2 Abyssal Masks to shred for both Someday and Ryu as they get together.
Super effective banner minions.
Like this one. Ha! Nicely done. They'll just go through this roundabout here. See how
Pretty power ranked really low in terms of, nobody's expecting them to be top 2 for the most part. It's a lot of TSM, TL, and preseason power rankings. 100 Thieves.
Squad and have everyone focus him down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, those tanks can become more vulnerable. But besides that, yeah, I mean, there's not even a lot of CC to.
We're trying to think of where all this started to happen. A lot of Meteos getting in the jungle. You remember a lot going on. Lyra's on the dragon. They're going to have quite a bit of damage, but they're going to hop out. Remember, Abyssal Voyager is going to get them close. Someday very low.
There he is.
Do they want
Someday.
the tank? They'll take the Cho'Gath right away. Hakuo's in the front. Gray health is on as he cleanses himself to safety. We're watching solo Fevivin. Apollo goes forward. Oh, Fevivin's in the fight. Sharima shuffles himself in. All very low. 300 HP between all the members of 100 Thieves. And
Apollo.
Fevivin makes their clutch play necessary to keep the game alive for Clutch. Apollo's on the chase, but where do they turn? What can they get? Will it just be the Baron?
They can go straight to Baron because Meteos has no health. If he comes back, this is incredibly risky. No flash and about 5% HP. Apollo on the side.
Ryu low. Seraph's Embrace is on. He's got the damage, but Hakuo saves with the Devour. Now they're on it. 5,000 HP. Meteos on the other side.
The
Flash
double Ocean
is
Dragon.
down. He cannot flash it. Ocean Drake keeping him healthy. Could
They're
get
all in the
under
back.
over the wall. Cody's son looking to get a piercing arrow. Does not get it in time. Baron goes to Clutch
Baby
Game.
gets pulled away. 5-man focus onto Someday there. And not only do they get the Baron, not only do they get the kill.
100 Thieves, and they also don't have a way to really reach it. Sure, Cho'Gath can nom it, but he can't reach it when it's got this extended range.
Games like this take everything, the offense and the defense, and now 100 Thieves has to figure out what part of the strategy book is this defense. Getting turned around at Baron in a very fast pace and now starting to lose a bit of the map. What they have in their favor is the lanes have not pushed up yet, but Clutch Gaming is still trying to make fast work and doing a damn good job of it.
You can see they still just don't have an answer for this. Someday wants to get close. And they're just pushing
more
away.
Shots, shuffles, and look at the damage! Aframu probably going down a few more hits right to the upright. Solo's got to stop the ultimate as he roars. And they're able to take down Aframu.
Ryu's not even here.
They may be able to solidify at 33 minutes in. Baron to Nexus. Clutch Gaming trying to go coast to coast, zeroing out 100 Thieves HP bars after it was a full 100 Thieves early game. They may not have everything here at the moment, but they're going to take their time, and like you said, I think a lot of this game has been measured, and now 100 Thieves tries to see how big Clutch can fight. Febivin very low, shuffles himself out, but there's the Realm Warp. They're in the flames, they're in the fire, and Clutch Gaming is starting to take a lot of damage. Apollo, though, eyes on him as he keeps hitting the right targets, prioritizing the victory, and possibly now the Nexus.
There's no Nexus turrets alive. I think that's going to be it. Aframu, I don't think he can defend this.
What a long fight. The extended fight in favor of Clutch Gaming. Cody's son wiping his forehead as they prepare for game 3. Clutch Gaming takes game 2.
An impressive read there on what the macro was going to be from 100 Thieves, because their macro has been good. If you say they're going to do it by the book and you call them on it and have a team fight at the Baron with all 5 members there, that's
play, one of these tough matchups, and it is going to be Gnar, but I've got to say, I've not been impressed with Solo's Gnar this season. One of the reasons is simply
still there by
himself.
Go. That's flash down. You got to remember from the last play, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, and that's going to be some nice gold to be picked up by the bot lane of 100 Thieves playing safe. Didn't have the opportunity to get themselves right in. Oh, maybe the flash now. Maybe the rotation coming down as well. Meteos on the Predator. They're looking for the 80 carry in Apollo. He just got flashback. Literally just got flashback.
He didn't have it
so incredibly well with this aggressive play in the early game. They're going to get a 10-minute first turret here. Could have maybe given solo gold over to Cody-san. I'm always a fan of that, but either way, he has picked up a kill.
Ryu in the vicinity.
Pulls it back.
Gotta be careful about the feast. You can actually just turn on the Earth Herald.
Have a big Ryu here. Shockwave did come back up. He flashes forward for the taunt. Lyra taking a lot of damage from Winds of War. His Rift Herald is also having her way with a bit of the HP on the side of Clutch Gaming. Meteos says thank you very much. 40 seconds to pick up the Eye of the Herald. Looks like Ryu's going to walk over and grab that one from
the damage in these team fights, especially if you go late.
And with what we're seeing 100 Thieves bring to the table, it looks like a lot of practice makes perfect security if Clutch Gaming thinks they could initiate.
Exactly. Meteos is just shadowing these lanes, and because Lyra isn't there, they have to just kind of seed this and give it up.
Looks like Ryu is ready to get to anyone if they want. Lyra, very nice flash for Lyra to get right to Cody-san. Follow-up damage, what a beautiful play to turn this one around. Clutch Gaming inside the head of map. Looks like it's going to be a mid lane for 100 Thieves here. A bit more pressure. Flash forward. He stands on the minion to get himself right in range. Beautiful plays left and right. If Clutch has 100 Thieves has to make one happen. They may have put themselves way too close into the fight. Meteos goes down after he gets impaled and dragged into the turret. And Clutch Gaming was able to save.
Team collapses. Solo, especially going Mega Gnar, was huge to be able to kind of scoop Aframu back into the turret.
Oh my word. Someday. Unfortunate then. Mid lane turret probably going to go down here. Meteos flexes the muscles. They can't handle it. They back off for now.
They are looking for Aframu.
Ooh. The ones, the twos, everything's just a little too short, but the impale is not. Lyra makes his way there with some exoskeleton speed, and they are able to drop Aframu.
Whether it's 25, 30 minutes into the game, is likely going to mean more than just the win. It's going to be the Baron.
Ooh, Ragnarok onto Hakuo. They say this is true damage as he swings recklessly.
Solo's Mega Gnar just expired, so this is going to be tough to take. Ryu's behind them. They're going to go for the flank.
Oh, the triple taunt. They got the priority target of Apollo. Damage doesn't even need to be done. The turnaround from Febivin. The arrow hits. It's going to be on to Meteos. Cody-san has to flash. What a turnaround from Clutch Gaming. Febivin, and
they're going to go for the Baron now.
Again. win as Solo finds the kills to secure the fight, and Baron for Clutch Gaming.
Febiven just turned that fight on its head with that shockwave. That was incredible. In game 1, it's Ryu with the shockwave, and this time Febiven says, I can do it even better.
Absolutely ridiculous. He makes himself almost fly under the radar in these fights. You don't even know.
20+ minutes. You are losing that team fight. You are losing the Baron. Losing the Baron means you are likely losing multiple turrets, and that just, you're like, for sure they can't see in here.
And they're going from the side. There's the
Oh
ulti.
my word, they lock down the Ryu. That's going to be huge. They get the Mega Gnar ult in. No, Febiven very low. That's the huge shockwave did not go off. Ryu tries to get himself down to lock down Lyra as Cody's son is firing free on the back line for DPS. And they are going to get the fight over Clutch Gaming. Solo running for the hills.
And Meteos
Team has to say, no, this fight is mine, and continue to assess it and go right back in.
Cleanse was on cooldown. Lyra, cold and I'm helping. You're going to lose Baron instead of just the turret.
Yeah, it becomes really tough. It's just a question of how much is too much, right? The tier 2, maybe that's okay.
Isaac, you said earlier, these games that kind of go even, back and forth, usually come down to a Baron, and we are off and running. The jockey.
They're just trying to bait.
Happens. Ultimate comes in. They are turning for the fight. They grab Cho'Gath, knowing the fight's on the backside, and they're able to damage down Sunday, but he's doing a damn good job at staying alive. They're onto Solo now. Hakuo still has Cody's son. He might be able to defy a bit of that. And Cody is not able to get these shots in. Now setting down some traps, waiting for the shockwave. He is just outside on the edge. A 3-man pulverized. Hakuo gives his life up for possibly.
Someday reach it back
Gaming
up. He's
to
coming
get in. Someday looking for the chomp. Finds Apollo rather. And they are going to be into the fight. Now they're onto the Baron. What a back and forth from Clutch and 100 Thieves.
And Someday got out of the fight with just a sliver of health, but he has the Warmog. He heals back up. He comes in for the flank. They will get the Baron, and they have minions mid. They can actually just march down and knock down an inhibitor. I mean, these are some long death timers.
Looks like they're going to back fast, reset just for 100. It's those impact plays that Someday's making in these fights, though, that are really counting. 12-7, 35 minutes in.
You can just tank this straight up as Someday.
Sweet traps from Cody's son. Love it. Everybody's got something different. Sometimes 3 in the back, 2 in the front, on the outside, straight line. Beautiful.
For Clutch, it's all about the engage. You need a shockwave combo. You need to find the big Mega Gnar. If you do not get that, you will lose the fight. But there's always an opportunity, and Solo is looking for it, but the Mega Gnar is timing down. 100 Thieves are aware that that is their window.
And also, Cody-san has Flash again, so the QSS and the Flash for him and the protection of Aphromo is going to be very hard to make something stick here now that he has that summoner back up. The Baron fight where Febiven almost hit Cody-san, and Cody-san outplayed by moving away right at the exact moment he needed to, is what's allowing them to actually push this now.
I'm keeping an eye on Febiven's ball, but also Aphromo. He has to watch when his shield is down. That will stop the movement of the ball, and it will not hit the shockwave where he wants it. Slowly moving it back and forth, as you have Hakuo also on the side. Febiven's very good at keeping that in a spot where you kind of forget about it, and that's when they're able to make the play. They're taking a lot of damage here, just waiting, but it's almost like they have to. 100 Thieves in such a lead. Clutch Gaming wants to be able to save the base in an all-out fight.
And the Banner of Command cooldown came back up, so he's just able to banner another minion there on Someday's side and just push, and that got them the inhibitor number 1. Looking for number 2 now, because they still have 20 seconds on this Baron.
And again, Solo's ultimate will time out. He's going to be out of Mega Gnar, and I don't think he can fight without that. So should be another inhibitor to 100 Thieves, and they can just look to back off. Have minions on their Nexus.
Hakuo is going around the fight here. He's going to try to flank and get on the back line. They're trying to catch Cody.
They found him.
He's spotted by Meteos, so Meteos can just chase him out.
Exactly. It's such a good position from 100 Thieves.
Nobody's damaging the Elder. They're just letting it do damage. Aphromo says this is fine, not too much overall. Hakuo makes it over. They may try to finish without him there. No, they're going to go for the fight. Great shockwave damage
Cody
coming
in the back,
through. Solo slamming 100 Thieves against the wall, but the turnaround damage is huge from 100 Thieves as they start to wipe down Clutch Gaming. Hook, line, and sinker in front of the Elder Drake, and they'll pick that up too.
And that should do it for 100 Thieves. They're going to TP straight into the base. Only 2 men alive. Elder Dragon up, and the Nexus turrets will crash down. 100 Thieves looking like they're going to take a lead.
Another beautiful back and forth, but it is the lead. Momentum to 100 Thieves as we move to Game 4 at 2-1.
And a hell of a performance there from Cody-san in those team fights later. Dodging multiple abilities that are just gunning for him. every single time, very aware that he needs to position correctly. That has been one of his biggest strengths as a player, is not. And now Someday is going to bring out that Shen here. I think one of the last times that Someday had that Shen in the top lane, it was Impact bodying him.
Looks like they're just going to try to finish it, but, I mean, 100 Thieves is closing in.
He's got flash.
Yeah, he's got flash out. Dive, your Predator popped. Somebody's already low.
They're helping.
Oh, the first 200 HP from Reckless. Swing coming through. Tries to mitigate a bit of that damage with Spirit's Refuge, but first blood to Lyra.
Out wave clear him in the
Back
longer.
to the scene of the crime.
Oh, taunt already used. Initial hit. That's turret aggro gained at max range, which means that is Lyra getting in right away to get the kill once again, but it actually goes over to Solo that time.
Lyra's on the bottom side. Doesn't have the Predator.
Maybe?
It was just a prank.
Yeah, it was absolutely a prank. No Undertow came out. They were just doing a few taps.
You got a block for Hakuo.
Hakuo now is trying to dodge in, back, left, right. Throws down the charm, but he cannot be quick enough to get out of that one. Hakuo
100 Thieves. That's going to go over to them.
Yeah, Lyra's going to have to put himself in too tough of a spot to get that. Nicely done for 100 Thieves to turn the game on.
Very effective. And right here, Banner of Command is going to start taking this turret. There's no Meteos on this top side. Someday, the Solo gets solo gold on the top side, and now the tables have turned.
Yeah,
because they outplayed with less numbers. What?
Oh, they're so low.
Ball goes over, nice shield, disabled, out, and he is going to be blobbed. A good hit as Ryu tries to get himself to safety to deliver more hits. Devour from Afromu as they keep denying these kills. But will they solidify one? Cody, some flashes. They're going to get everyone. Will scatter. Afromu's now forced to flash. They are using everything, but the kitchen sink is being thrown at them. Lyra gets that kill as he smites it down. And Clutch Gaming come up huge.
They burst down Meteos through the Someday ultimate. He goes down. The Rift Herald is going to net them 2 turrets and a huge advantage here in game number 4.
They tried to make a play on the bottom side on 100 Thieves, and then it was countered by both Apollo and Hakuo. And then they try to actually go mid just with that Banner, where he just has inevitable pressure on a lot of these turrets, even netting them their first one of the game.
That was big to be identified there in Champions.
Huge
big
weight
mistake.
off their shoulders.
Looking for a pick, though. If they get Hakuo and he's a little too far out, they delete him immediately. That goes to 3 members of 100 Thieves, and they start to make a little work of the wars.
Oh, Meteos looking for it.
By himself,
4v1 situation as Solo's pushing off Ryu. I don't think they knew 2 fights were going to happen on either side of the lane. That's going to be Meteos going down 100.
They're going to go to Baron.
Watch.
But that's
Charmed up.
used already. Meteos will be able to jump in.
He's in.
He does. The charm wears off. If Meteos can get this, it's going to be huge. No, smite away from Lyra. Very stressful play for him, but he comes out on top. Fevin is able to take down Meteos. No bloblets there. The flash forward. Lyra says we're not done yet. And it looks like they're going to go for the mid lane now. Full control over the map after Baron.
And Someday didn't even use Stand United to join that fight. He decides to stay on the bottom side. He gets a turret, but continuing to push, Clutch is just going to shove up mid lane and look to get some real damage done.
No, Someday didn't have TP or have the Stand United, or at least didn't have the Stand United for that last few seconds there. Came up right after the Baron went down. So it was a good play from Clutch to force it then, because normally they're patient. Normally they try to bait it, but that time they
went back to base. So they are going to be able to look to continue this push. And as you point out, that's the 3rd Ocean Drake. That means it's a never-ending push. Even if you trade poke, you step back for a little bit, you will regen right back up, and they're looking for the pick.
And Clutch Gaming says, come on in, the water's feeling fine. Meteos takes the first bit of damage. Someday on the back line, as he was the front. He goes down first. They all turn around as you can see them trying to head for safety. But
almost
it's one after the other. Crowd control city. But the defense is pretty good there from 100 Thieves. They'll lose a lot of base and have to defend now inside.
And this is just going to be another inhibitor gone. There's no way to defend this, and they can just continue the push potentially and look to end the game.
Once again, almost deja vu from our previous game of when they were coming in. That quick Baron, that quick hit, and then they don't stop. They're right back in your face, trying to take you down, and I'm sure they'll keep the fight going just like last time.
Yeah, they have no way to kill this Baron Banner Cannon minion here. It's just going to have to just shoot at the base, and right now they're trying to end it and take us to game 5.
100 Thieves coming out strong. It went game for game. 100 Thieves got the second one, but now we're going to game 5. It's 2-2 as we're all evened up.
Clutch just refuses to die. Everyone predicting them to lose in the quarters, predicting them to lose in the semis. We were going to game 5. Clutch is the 6th seed, and they are 1 game away from going to the finals. And 100 Thieves still at match point as well are gonna really. This was kind of 2 games ago, you know, in game 3, essentially the draft that they got. But Hakuo is gonna get his Morgana. This is a big time
Oriented pass, then we saw Meteos lane.
Top lane. He's going top right now, and somebody's in a bad spot.
Coming out of the jungle once again, undertow to lockdown right before he flashed, which added the slow, really negating the fact that he tried to get distance.
The position there was fantastic from Solo. This is why they've been banning
Infernal for first blood. While it is more power in the pockets of Clutch right now, the way the series has been going, all the games have been long. And you definitely will favor the Infernal over that couple hundred gold in a long space.
See, look at it, they're taking damage.
Here we go.
Apollo took a few
Cody's
hits there to
still gonna
kind of
get hit.
draw Cody's son in. Undertow, reckless swing, true shot barrage fires through. Few final touches, a shift forward. No,
Took the blast cone, so now Solo.
It's coming up.
few hits. No blast cone there, so it's going to be a long walk out. Ball's on to Solo right now. He could get a lot of damage. Nicely done. From bottom lane to top.
Indexing for that, I think more likely. Oh my, your April Fool is me. Hazel 3 times. Zoning is this Rift Herald very low. It'll have the eye open one more time. You gotta hit the eye and smite, but
TP. Solo's in. Someday shouts. Puts himself into Solo. They got to be careful. Lyra's trying to get around the outside, but he's facing Meteos as Ryu's up and down. They want to flash forward to get the taunt on, but it does not lock down the Ragnarok. Olaf. Lyra's trying to get himself out right now.
So this Rift Herald will take that down and get them one back here. Clutch Gaming up 1,000 gold, but this entire series has been so much of anything. The matchups of the Cho'Gath were an issue, and they banned those out. But now you see he provides pressure, and Lyra can now play to him.
Go figure. Solo, great team player.
All these positions, they often do not give him help. They give him losing matchups, and he loses gracefully. He gives up the minimum. That is something that is a very undervalued skill.
Shockwave is down. That's what they want when they funnel in.
Hakuo's so low.
Bullet hit. They flash over, but he's going to be able to pop a few up here. Watching Solo on the backside. Hakuo and the rest of the team move their skills in. A hit from Solo as he breathes the fire all over 100 Thieves. They run for the hills and Clutch from getting destroyed.
100 Thieves have no flashes, though, so it's hard to really get into the middle of this fight unless they want to ult in someday. And Meteos gets caught.
Hit. That's one down. Smites are gone. They can easily get the dragon now. They've prevented exactly what they want, and now they can put the next thing on their plate. Clutch Gaming doing well, 5-0.
And they are sending Solo down to the bottom lane, but I
just go Merc Treads, especially against somebody like Galio. Hold on, Apollo. Gonna get healed up here by the Redemption. He's gonna be okay. But that turret
waiting for that to happen. The turret should fall in just a moment. Does that activate the fight? It should not. No, they're still playing calm. Side Ryu and the top lane someday comes in. Fevin, popped up, knocked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 90 caliber net. Solo's in their eyes, but what target do they want? They can subjugate onto Solo, and it looks like they're going to be going on to Hakuo. Now a little bit more shots onto the Ragnarok. Olaf. Call the Forge God, knocked through, but it's only going to hit Aframu on the backside. One more hit, concussive blows. Oh, Meteos tries to get the bite, but it's just too short with the double flash from both players.
They're actually buying so much time, though. Fevin is almost respawning here. Despite the fact that they lost another kill, Fevin is now up on the map. He's running over here. The 100 Thieves are going to burn this down very quickly. We'll see if Clutch can delay for Fevin to arrive.
Lyra down to half. Ragnarok not even halfway cooled down. Solo is trying to use all of his HP to say, we're giving time for Fevin. Is it enough time? Shockwave is up. The pile is in. Apollo shifts down. The entrance coming in as Ryu tries to reposition himself to defense on the fight.
Is putting out a lot of damage at this point. When you got a rapid fire crit this late in the game on a squishy, it's almost all their health. And Banner doing turrets.
But then some days is a
Solo's caught out.
They still have the shield there from Hakuo. It's going to give him a little bit of distance, but the follow-up damage is too much. The front end, the middle, and the back end is the game. If they lose too much ground here, 2,800 HP. The smites coming up to about 1,000 damage in the game are very close to. Hakuo gets the Zanyas down. They've deterred them now from the Baron. They take down Hakuo along with his flash, and 100 Thieves turn to the Baron.
Solo's up in 8 though, and he has TP, so they may have possibly delayed long enough again. We'll see if they can hold on.
Got a ward in the pit.
He's up in 2 seconds. He can TP back into this if they want to try a 4v5, but that would be very risky.
They're going to respect it. He's actually teleporting down so he doesn't get stopped on the home guard right away. It might make more of an impact
Ryu's
on his way
looking to
into
flank.
the fight, but he just presents himself in the front.
Here comes Ryu.
Ryu could be right there. They don't have the wards. He flashes in. Featherman could hit a beautiful shockwave on the back line. Ryu trying to make his way in. The damage for CG just may not be enough, but is it a turnaround? Solo doing what he can. Apollo flashes forward. Featherman, it is up to the Orianna, and it looks like he will pull through another shockwave to turn the fight in Clutch Gaming's favor.
It's an amount of lifesteal on it, but it just means he doesn't want to get burst by the Caitlyn like he did earlier.
And that banner is pushing heavily. Look at this, multiple cannons, a banner cannon. They're fighting in mid lane.
Solo calling the ult in. He's actually going to be hit the Forge God back. Solo could go down. He tries to flash himself out. A little more distance there. The follow from Someday, but the chase is quite a lot.
Shields.
And they may be able to turn it around. How much do you want from one guy? Or do you turn the target? Clutch Gaming loses a bit of ground, but it could mean Baron for 100 Thieves.
But Solo has Warmog, so he doesn't have to back here. He's going to get full HP again. Lyra, though, not offered that type of luxury. He doesn't have it.
Look at his health go up on the top right of the screen.
Lyra has flash, though he could look for a steal. This is risky. This could decide the game here if they go for it.
Gotta watch the ball. Where does Featherman put the ball?
2,800 HP on the Baron. They've turned off it now. It's just doing damage to Sunday.
The minions in the bottom lane
Down though. Lyra can go in.
The smite over the wall. It's going to be the hit. No, it actually goes to Cody Son. 100 Thieves are going to be able to grab the Baron. Lyra tries to get out. Ragnarok just wearing off. He's got the black shield. Solo knocks back, and Clutch Gaming say, forward for the fight. Someday's going to be
smite there, and Lyra just barely not able to get his smite off. Clutch will get the mid lane turret.
The second turret's too hard to defend. They'll leave it to the base defense.
Apollo even swapping out his Iceborne for a Triforce and Ornn upgrade.
30 more seconds.
Turret should go down as they can't really get to that pile of people with the minions behind it.
Starting to knock down that turret. It just died. There they go. There's the Ornn ulti.
He gets 3.
3-man hit. They're looking for Ryu, but Someday's going to be on the backside there with Meteos. That's a lot of damage, and it's just Cody's son absolutely putting the DPS into Solo. Shockwave goes off. Everybody's able to flash to a bit of safety. Meteos and Someday, the lowest ones, not the worst. Watch him heal up on the left side of the map. Ultimates out here and cost Clutch Gaming some imperative abilities. Solo, Shockwave up, down on the bot side, big damage. That Shockwave hits Aphromoo and Someday. Aphromoo shield up, could go down. They get the damage perfectly back on Solo. Locked up, finally taken down. This could be it. Have they cracked it open enough to get all the way into the base? Lyra taking damage. Hakuo trying to throw Dark Bindings from the fog on that right side. They have vision denial, and he's cleansed out as Cody's son quickly getting himself in a position. Bot lane is taking huge damage from minions for Clutch.
They're going to lose an inhibitor. 100 Thieves have got to get back to the base. And
they don't want to
delay them.
They are stopping the backs. Aphromoo almost for sure to go down here, or at least have an extended back. Inhib broken by Clutch Gaming for their work.
And that's insane because they had
on both sides of the rift. As either team, game to game, has controlled the objectives. Now we're on the final one. It's going down. Featherman steals it with a command move. Dissonance. Are you
going to be in the finals? I would have called you crazy. They have 3 members of the 10th place team Envy. And
the latest time.
We're the earliest and the latest Cloud Drake in this series.
Good night, sweet prince. Liz, or it's hidden under someone. You lose focus. That can be it. But they're fighting. Meteos is pretty far up here.
Solo's taking a lot of damage.
Solo goes down immediately. Palm to face for him. He knows that was not a good play. This is going to be bad, Ragnarok.
Get it. Remember, this will not last as long as the Baron buff, but they are going to be stronger during the Elder. So, again, another trade, and if they can get back to base,
like Solo, he's going to be up in time.
Yeah, and it's risky. Pushing heavily into the Elder. That is, modified damage on the true damage.
Right.
That's also
to do the damage.
Meteos actually popped his ult there on Solo, and they do knock down the turret, but Trundle without an ultimate is very squishy.
So back and forth, this tug of war for who has the more clutch performance.
You can see how even the game is. Just that kill onto Solo allowed them to now kind of jockey back and forth here. They aren't huge gains.
Lights out against this Kaelin comp, so last inhibitor turret goes down, and they are moving forward. Apollo is somewhat separated.
Baron just about to wear off as they have lost that Elder. Seems like they'll be all right to just back and forth trade. These Warmogs are keeping everybody so healthy. Nobody really wants to take the extended fight just yet.
Yeah, but 100 Thieves are in a better map position because the minions are going to keep pushing into the Nexus turrets. Somebody has to answer them, and when somebody answers, there's a vulnerability where you can push up and get that inhibitor.
The game's become so even. It's just a slow strangle out here for 100 Thieves, suffocating Clutch Gaming, so they cannot do anything.
Going Shockwave!
And they can take it! Shockwave on the backside! Meteos, Afro, and Sun, or Cody Sun, are making their way to safety. Solo taking damage. Now it's going to be on to Lyra, but he's safe. They turn around. Meteos takes a few more shots, and he get out safely as nobody drops right away. But Fevabin Shockwaves have staved off enough. Does the base stay alive?
Exposed, though. They're going to knock down the third inhibitor here, and 100 Thieves are cleaning up the base.
It could be enough to make their way in. They got a big...
We saw Fevabin finding that big one in the last fight, but wasn't enough to get a kill.
Damage onto Someday.
It's getting low.
Ooh. Almost taken down. The taunt from Ryu to ensure that nobody can follow through. Call the Forge God says that's the fight.
Is caught by
we can actually hit. Clutch Gaming looking very good at the start here. The entrance from Ryu knocks them up, but the follow through and damage is big enough. Someday on the side, and knife, Fevabin and Paulo, but they get themselves to safety as well. What a back and forth as both teams continue to be able to fight.
It's a 1-for-1, but again, 100 Thieves will stay around and they will go for the inhibitor. The Nexus turrets are falling to the super minions as they pile in, and Clutch are on their last legs. This could be it.
This is huge. Clutch Gaming on their last leg, balancing on the thread that 100 Thieves is looking to cut. Lyra pushing himself to the limit as he gets in the face of Cody Sun. He has no mana, but he only needs the autos. 100 Thieves from new organization to first place. Now right another heist, an attempt to take down Team Liquid in Miami.
And congratulations, 100 Thieves. Their first split in the franchise era. They will be in the finals. They will take on Team Liquid, and they will fight for that ban.